Is why this is a little bit of a rant. Basically, I'm looking at entertainment versus personality. Something I've been thinking about. I've been watching a series of videos, but what kicked this off was a posting from Brian G. Johnson. And it basically said, you may want to leave this group, and here's why. I asked you if the algorithm treats your channel fair. So many of you said no. So many of you are not objectives. So many of you cannot see the thing that is right in front of you, the thing that blocks your success. You think it's YouTube. It's not. It's you. It's your crappy quality, it's your weird delivery, it's your lack of compelling content, it's your inability to see what you can improve upon. Yeah, of course, he goes on with that. And one of the things he says, you need to learn how to be entertaining, and really, it's really your fault if your channel is not being successful. And my thought is a couple different things. Yes, while you do want to be entertaining, you have to not necessarily go into that trap, because it is a trap. Being entertaining for a lot of people, when they first hear it, is to put on a persona, and then that's their entertainment. They try to copy other entertainers, people who are famous, people who are one way or another on YouTube, and they take on that persona, and then they see themselves as being entertaining. When in fact, I see it more as leaning into your personality. And that personality is going to groove basically with certain people, and it's not with other people, and that's okay, because you're going to get that. You're going to get that audience that's going to really dig what you put out there, and you don't have to be entertaining. Now, you do want to use certain tricks to refresh attention, and you do want to, kind of focus on being a little more entertaining than not. But on the other hand, you do not want to fall into that entertainment trap, because you'll fall into a persona that you'll never be able to ditch. And you won't be authentically you, and then you'll give up the channel. Elaborate upon the point a little bit. So one of these is the homeless firefighter. And this guy, this guy's great. And he has this quirky kind of dry sense of humor. But when you watch him, he's very robotic. Let me show you exactly what I mean.
So to calculate how much I save by not renting, I'll just do a little simple math. I'll take the 29 months that I was homeless. I will multiply that by $1,000. And when all the numbers are crunched, I have calculated that I saved $29,000 by not renting.
So you see that? I mean, basically he's seen as robotic. I see him as definitely robotic, and I see it in the comments as well. Besides Zuckerberg, this guy seems very robotic. And so, but when you look at his channel, you realize, oh no, he's getting a lot of views, and a lot of people really like his stuff. It's something that's entertaining for them, but because of his quirky personality and, some of his content, obviously, but it's driven not with this, Hollywood-esque or popular type of entertainment.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
But really driven with his personality, I think, anyway. And another way to look at this is look at the way that education works. Because a lot of times you go on YouTube, it's going to be a bit more educational content. And it's like, okay, well, people are going to go in there and figure out how to do something, or they want to learn something. Then, how much do you have to have entertainment versus the information they just want to get? And an interesting discussion is out there online all the time. But here's one between, well, it's Coffeezilla. Check this discussion out. It's kind of interesting.
Very closely is Elon Musk. Whenever he says something about education, I follow it very closely. And what Elon Musk said, somebody asked him, because he has his own school. He built a school for his kids. And they said, what should education be? What is, how do you innovate education? He says education should be like a Batman action movie. It should be like Batman with lots of cuts and excitement and special effects. And what I look at this is I'm creating something that's exciting, that makes people excited I interrupt their day and give them an exciting, basically a action movie with, hot girls and helicopters and also training. So I make it
There's
fun.
actually something that I've found happens when you turn education into entertainment. It ceases to be educational, and people, all they remember is the entertainment. No, it's true. It's true.
That's education should be boring. It's not
boring. But the point is, if you throw a bunch of hot girls at the front of a class,
that's a bad argument.
Listen, if you throw a bunch of hot girls at the front of a calculus class, they're not going to remember the calculus, John. Do you agree with me?
If you put a hot girl at the front of the calculus class, but if you put a hot girl in the front of the calculus class and you say, "Hey, look, if you pay attention,
we're going to differentiate this.
If you pay attention to this class, you can marry somebody that looks like this," and then you kick her out. Yeah, I'm not ssitting there teaching in front of a helicopter. I arrive in the helicopter, then I go into education.
All right, hold on.
Do you make it entertaining? Do you not make it entertaining? Do you just stick with, your content there and let your personality shine and let that drive forward? Or do you really focus on trying to be heavily entertaining? And I think it's something, obviously, each one of us, if you're creating videos or creating any type of content, you end up having to answer for yourself in a myriad of ways. For me, I see it as, yes, you do want to be a little bit entertaining, but you definitely just want to lean into your personality and allow that to drive your content a bit, and to use some different things, like use different videos from other people, use different sound effects, use text, and so on and so forth. But in the end of the day, the people are going to watch you. And if you can be duplicated by this personality, this persona that you just put on, then, you're no more different than anybody else online doing videos. And the thing of it is, what you want to do is gravitate towards a particular tribe. You don't want to go for a mass audience. Go for a mass audience and you are going to lose, really. You want to attract the right people and repel the rest. And the way you attract those right people is to have a personality, not necessarily to always be entertaining. At the end of the day, if you drive towards your personality, you're going to go longer, and you can tweak things along the way to kind of help enhance that. But at least you don't have to take off a persona that is not really you. And you can still use technology, and you can use different techniques, psychological techniques, to kind of keep people entertained. But you don't have to be someone you're not, and you want to be fully with you, because then you go towards a tribe that really wants to just see your content for you, not for some entertainment. So the last thing I'll leave you with is this.
I'm going to ask again, to whom am I speaking with now?
Dr. Fletcher, it's Barry.